Alright, we're gonna do we'll do a little update here on Hicksville. Again, just to show you that they are doing the work now in this waiting room here. It's been going on like this for a little less than a week. I don't know what they're doing in here. I'm not sure. Maybe they'll put seats in. I don't know what they're doing. Doesn't look like they've been doing very much, to tell you the truth.
Attention Long Island Railroad customers.
No.
The 7:10.
I remember when we were at Belmore, we showed you how all the they have benches there. There are no benches here. I don't understand why there are no benches. Such a busy station. And all the whiners in Wantagh, I know they have half a platform, but at least they have a place to sit down, alright? There's no place to sit down here on the platform, which, considering how busy the station is, I find pretty ridiculous. So I don't know what they're doing. It looks like these things may go over here. I don't know, but there's no brickwork. You can see it's much more Spartan looking. There's no brickwork, here. It's taking them forever to do this. It really is. And somehow the media is not covering this. They only cover Wantagh because it's Wantagh, and that's where all the, 95% plus white Wall Street finance professionals are. That's all the media and the railroad care about. Yeah, I don't know what this stuff is here that they're doing. I have no idea. But it sucks, it just sucks. I mean, look at this. Rags. What are these rags for? The station looks like shit. Alright? I mean, look how Spartan this looks. I mean, no artwork, nothing. Maybe they are going to put artwork up. Maybe that's what those things are for. I don't know, but this is just the way we're treated, and we got to keep speaking up about this because it's, like I said, it's public transportation, and priority should be going to the busiest parts of the system, and this is the busiest station on Long Island. And look at it. There's still no canopy over there. There's been no canopy for months over on that side. Busiest station on Long Island yet. The stations on the Babylon branch, which carry probably less than a quarter of the passengers, are treated better. But that they complain all the time. And look at what we have to deal with here in Hicksville. Hicksville is really an area that's really being discriminated against by the MTA. This whole central Nassau area is, there's no reason for it because there are, I mean, this is the busiest station. And yeah, there's some people with money around here too, but because it's not all homogenous, because it's all different kinds of people, it's, which is the way it should be. It should be all different kinds of people. It should be diverse. But the MTA does, politically, it's those lily whites on the South Shore that get treated well. Well, we get this poor excuse of a train station here. It's been like this for months already. Ridiculous. Yet they wanted Wantagh about it. They wanted Wantagh. From what I've seen in Wantagh, it's half done. I mean, half the plant, but the part that's done is really nice looking. Much better than this. Much better quality. Brickwork, seats, artwork. No, I mean, they complain, oh, there's a few cracks. Look at this. This is a lot worse. When you look at the canopy, the Babylon branch gets a nice concrete canopy. They get concrete up there. What do we have? What is that? Flimsy fiberglass or whatever? No, we don't get concrete. We get the cheapest materials possible. You can tell it's just very low quality compared to what the Babylon branch is getting. This is, if this was the future of the third track project going to look like along the main line, it's not good for us, man. We're going to continue with more of the same kind of crap. Inferior construction, because we don't have the political clout. We don't have those connections to Wall Street. And like I said, it violates the MTA. Oh my gosh, is one of the most corrupt organizations. They're even worse, yeah. I'm going to say right now, they're worse than Nice Bus. Long Island Railroad is worse than Nice Bus. It's more corrupt than Nice Bus. And from what I've seen at Matt Camper's Nice Bus meeting, I figured I'll talk to you about that. We have a few minutes here. Fortunately, Nice is not having any any budget shortfalls this year, and they're going to make some improvements. Mainly the 4041, they're removing some bus stops. They're going to streamline the route, make it quicker, make it more reliable, and give it even intervals. It's going to be scheduled like like the MTA schedules some of their buses in the city where they'll say they're supposed to come every 5 or 8 minutes instead of an actual schedule. So that way the buses are going to try to make sure they're spaced apart. Doesn't mean I'm in love with nice, but right now I think they're doing a lot better than this railroad. There's so much corruption here. It's absolutely ridiculous. And this is because of Andrew Cuomo. This is because of Wall Street is connected with the Long Island Railroad, and this is what you get. Look, don't know where to sit. This thing is leaking, I think. So, you know, it's cheap. It's cheap, but the Babylon branch, they get the high quality stuff. We get garbage. Look at this. This is their drainage system. Look, that's their drainage system. How's that? That's exactly what I'm talking about. It's just poorly. This project looks absolutely terrible, and if this is the way the rest of the main line is going to look, we have a real problem. You know, with the third track project, it will eliminate the grade crossings, but we're still going to have inferior stations compared to the Babylon branch. And if they do it, and
Attention, Long
we're going to actually look at the tracks. I got to remind myself, our train is coming. We're going to look at the tracks in Westbury at the Post Ave bridge. Somebody brought up they might still be wood, so I'll take a look at that. So it's just very inferior compared to the rest of the railroad. I mean, compared to the, you know, I mean, this is discrimination. This is a clear, blatant violation of the Title VI, giving the certain areas, certain demographics, namely white, upper middle class demographics, preferential treatment on the Babylon branch, while more diverse areas with all kinds of people, very busy areas with this much higher ridership get affected. So, we gotta keep talking about this. Alright, so on the train, yeah, there is the Port Jeff train right there. It's pretty crowded actually, there's people standing. You probably won't see that on the Babylon branch. I mean, you know, I mean, our trains are a lot more crowded, a lot more neglected. Yet, look, no canopy over there. Yet, this situation in Hicksville, there hasn't been one story in the media about it. Not one story about it. No, it's only Wantagh. It's only Wantagh because of the demographics. It's a clear violation of Title VI. I mean, it really is. It's just absolute bullshit. Look at this. Look at how this looks. This is horrible. This is crap. So much rougher the tracks are too, compared to my video on the Babylon branch. Let's look at those tracks, shall we? Let's see if I can get it. It's gonna be hard because it's kind of dark. It's hard because it's dark. The camera don't want to focus properly. But I'm gonna try. See, it's just a lot rougher. You can feel it's a lot rougher too. It's all wood. And like I said, wood is not necessarily the issue. It's the fact that it's not maintained properly. You know, we should get concrete. If Babylon gets concrete, we should have had concrete before they should have had it. This area carries a lot more. I mean, a lot more diesel trains, locomotives. You need that stronger with the concrete ties for that. And look at all that graffiti. I mean, they don't make. This is so rough. Yeah, granted, this is Westbury. This is a bad area over here, so it's gonna be a lot of graffiti. It's just so rough. You know, they make sure everything is nice and clean for the people on the Babylon branch. Yeah, you know, look at what we got to deal with. You know, it's not fair, man. Not fair at all. Tracks don't even look as straight, man. It's really hard to tell. It's getting dark now. So I'm going to pass through Westbury. if that bridge is concrete. So we ought to tell. We'll look and see if it's concrete. Nope. It's wood. Unbelievable. One of my posters was right. They said it was wood. I can't believe it. That bridge is not even concrete. It's wood. They don't even give us concrete. Even new. Oh my God. Oh man. No, we don't deserve concrete. Only the white people deserve concrete. It's racist. The MTA is racist. I don't like throwing that word around, but they really are racist. They're breaking the law, right? Even when you look at the MTA board, I mean, they're all white. There ain't one minority on there. It's ridiculous. We still got a long way to go. And for those, a lot of people say, oh, well, it's the Republicans that are, look, no, the Democrats. Democrats run every little part of the state government, all right? And look at what this is. I mean, the Democratic Party, they don't care about, they only care about the rich white people, all right? That's all they care about. Just like everybody else. I don't want to turn this into a racial thing. I don't, but, it's just, I mean, it has a lot to do with it because you have a lot of wealthy areas. I mean, Cold Spring Harbor is very rich. So is Syosset. But because it's not, lily white, because there's it's more diverse. It doesn't get the attention of it. Like I said, they look at you funny down there on the Babylon branch if you're not, don't look exactly like them. If you have darker skin, they give you weird looks. And if you dress differently, they give you weird looks. That's what's going on. I have no desire to ever go back. I grew up in that area. I have no desire to be back there, alright? A bunch of nasty people in that area, alright? Think they could get whatever they want. They think they can get away with getting special treatment from the railroad. Well, I'm sorry, I'm going to keep fighting about this. We have to keep speaking up because this is a public transportation system. This is not a private transportation. This is public transportation. All right, and the MTA Long Island Railroad, Mr. Nowakowski, you're breaking the law. You're violating Title VI among many of other laws out there. You are, and Lohoda, he's an accomplice. He ain't doing anything, so he should be charged with a crime too. The only way we're going to get change is get a governor in the state that is going to get Wall Street and the lily whites, and I will call them lily whites because that's what they are, all right? Because that's the way they act. We're going slow because there's always a noise debate train in front of us. But we need to get Wall Street out of... The Wall Street should not be running government of the state. They should not be running the MTA, all right? And this is a public transportation system, and the Title VI law is there for a reason, and that is to protect all riders from discrimination. And what's going on right now is you have the Babylon branch gets preferential treatment because of the demographics it has. And for those who said, well, you shouldn't call them snobs, they are snobs because if they complain constantly about their service, more than anyone else. So we're stopped here, waiting for that oyster bay train. But again, violating the very principle of public transportation. So we gotta wait here. You'll hear the announcement.
We are waiting a train to clock ahead of us. One station clear. We will continue west. Visual station is next.
Anyway, while I sit here, as I was just saying that, snobs, I call them snobs because of the way they act, all right? They don't want people from other towns parked. They get the best service, they get the biggest stations, a huge parking lot, and they want it for residents only, all right? They don't want people that are different than them going to their train station. That automatically makes them a racist, all right? There's a story that was on Snopes about a guy who was, just a Muslim guy. He's on the 605 flyer. It stops at only Merrick, Belmont, Wantagh. And somebody on the train thought he was a terrorist, called the police, and had the police stop the train at Jamaica just because. This is the way these people are. Alright? They think they can get away with acting the way they do. I'm sorry to say, you're not going to get away with it, alright? And you're not going to get away with trying to get preferential treatment from the MTA, get better service. You think you're going to get away with it, but you're not going to get away with it because we must always fight for equality and justice. And this is not a Republican or Democrat or a conservative liberal thing, alright? I'm actually very conservative, alright? But when it comes to law and when it comes to equality, I am very conservative with that, and by conservative means we have to swiftly enforce the law as written, and that means that all service must be provided fairly and equally among the Long Island Railroad system, and right now that's not what's happening. All right, and we got to continue to speak up about it. And if you're not making videos and you're just watching, commenting, I urge you to get involved. We must bring this chorus and make it louder and louder and louder until Patrick Nowakowski is forced out, until Wall Street is out of our MTA government, and until things change at the MTA and we have fairness again, because right now that's not what's happening. We have an MTA that has out and out shown an absolute disregard for people on the Long Island Railroad, especially the main line, giving preferential treatment to areas that are politically connected with certain demographics, violating the very principle of public transportation. And we will not stand for it. I will not stand for it, and neither should you. We're pulling in the Mineola now, but it's time for everybody to be treated fairly and equally. And if there is any priority given to any part of the railroad, it should be to the busiest part of the railroad. This is the heart of Long Island right here, and we deserve much, much, much better than what we're getting right now from the Long Island Railroad. So that's it for this video. Take care.